Hey guys, Intel Gamer 25 here today. I kind of wanted to touch base on a game which we've all seen the review, we all seen how it plays and stuff like that, but I kind of want to touch base on certain things on the PC side of Spider-Man Remastered. Since Spider-Man 2 is out on the PS5, in the PS5, so if you want to check that out, we all know that's out. Check that out. It's a relatively good game. Like I said, I'm going to try to get to a review on that sometime too. I'm in the middle of playing certain games right now, so I kind of want to give my thoughts on that real soon. Uh, per se, I just wanted to kind of get my thoughts on Spider-Man 1 Remaster and is it worth it in 2023? No, since the new game is out. As you can see, this is the PC version, the PC port. This is not the PlayStation 5 version. So I kind of want to give different technical things on the side of whether or not it is worth purchasing on the PS5 or is it worth purchasing on the PC. Uh, I think personally, I played it on both. I played it on the PlayStation 5 and I played it on the PC. And I would say it is a lot better on the PlayStation 5. I'm sorry, PC version. Because it has widescreen support. You're gonna see all the settings once I put it up here. So let's get started. In the settings menu, go to settings. You go to gameplay. You got subtitles. You got your audio. You got your display and graphics. You got your gamepad. You got your mouse and keyboard. You got key mapping. You got connections. So the thing I want to touch base on is the let me see, display and graphics. Now, as you can see, like I said before in my previous video, I'm playing on an ultra wide monitor. So let me see. You got 16 by 1600 or 3840 by 1600. You got auto. It's on auto, so it changes the current aspect ratio of the game. This can be used to simulate the wider or more narrow views of the game than the native aspect ratio of the display. My monitor is at 14 is 144 hertz monitor. The game can go up to 120 hertz, I believe, from some reviews and stuff like that. But depending on your monitor, and nobody really stated, depending on your monitor, you can do at least 244 hertz or higher, probably at 1080p. Because most of the monitors does 1080p at 244 hertz. If you want a 4K monitor, some of them can do I think about 60 hertz. The minimum is 60 hertz, lowest is 30, and I think the rest is 120 at 4K. I don't have a 4K monitor, but I do have a ultra wide 2K monitor, which is just as good. And pretty much in PC gaming, if none of you guys do not know, for your console gamers out there, uh, 2K is the sweet spot for any gaming. That's why you see on PlayStation or Xbox that they can go up to 120 hertz, which is at 2K monitors. That's why they're starting to support 2K monitors. So that's the sweet spot for gaming, for anything, for console gaming, for PC gaming, and that is the sweet spot for any gamer so out there. Okay, so I wanted to show how this game plays on PC because I know a lot of reviews out there they haven't done a current review of Spider-Man on the PC version. They only did it at launch, which some of the hardware wasn't really up to par. So I'm running at a high-end gaming PC. So I kind of wanted to go through the scaling, to go through the parts and stuff, and show you my version of how this game performed. Okay, so we're gonna go into custom. We can go to custom. So we can go to graphics setting, very low. As you can see, the background kind of changes of the thing. You go low, as you can see. You go medium, or you go high, or very high, and that's about it. So we're gonna go very high. I think in the when the first launched, they had extreme high, I believe it was, and I think they changed it with an update or a patch where it does very high. So we can go low, high, high, okay, high, low, high, medium. So when you start messing with the textures and everything, you start seeing it changing to custom. So custom, you start changing spots or whatever you want in the game. So we're gonna go very high since my PC can handle it. Let me see. We're gonna go high on that. We're gonna go screen space on. Let's see, ray tracing on. We're gonna go very high on ray tracing reflection, just to give an idea, because some people have done it. Everybody know on the PS5 version that ray tracing is not that good. It is in there. It just isn't as good as the PC port on ray tracing. So rank 10, I put it up there. Allow adjustment range which objects are centered for ray tracing. Lower values can be used to reduce the CPU work need to prepare for ray tracing. Will help avoid CPU becoming bottleneck. I have a high-end CPU, so we're not worried about that. Okay, level of detail you want very high. We're gonna go very high. Okay. And the rest can only go high. So unfortunately, it can't go any higher than that, higher than that. Unfortunately, you got everything on high. You got blooming effect. You got everything you see here. Sharpness high. Everything you see. Everything on the max setting that I'm gonna show you. So we're gonna say we're gonna back out. We already know the story of Spider-Man, so we're not gonna go on into the nitty-gritty of at the beginning. Cause everybody's played it, everybody knows the story. So I'm just not gonna go like in the very beginning of the game, like I would in any other game. So we're gonna continue. I am also running on an SSD hard drive. Just like you would on a PlayStation 5, you would be running your game on running Spider-Man on a SSD. So I'm running on an SSD hard drive, just to be clear on that. That's why the loading, I mean, the more textures you put in, the more loading it is and whatnot of the game. So.
All units.
Okay.
10:30 on an armored car. Suspects are wearing masks.
I just kind of want to show the detail of the game, of how it looks versus the PS5 version. I can put the game in HDR, but I'm not going to. For the simple fact, it just makes it too bright a little bit, and it takes away from the aspects of the game. So, okay, we're gonna do here. We're gonna fight these guys here.
Demons are stepping up their game. These guys are worse than Fisk ever was. There are easier ways to make money, guys. Less socially destructive, too.
Give me a moment here to catch on these guys here. When you got the big guy chasing you, that doesn't help. guys kind of get harder as you play. So as you can see, there's not any really slowdown, pretty much per se. So we're gonna fire this guy here because he keeps trying to bomb rush me. So there we go.
Demons are after some serious fights.
That was a little bit intense, but that was not something I was like really prepared for. So there we go. But as you can see, you can level up in this game, of course. You know, everybody knows that. But as you can see, I kind of want to show the sharpness and the detail of the game, of ray tracing, and how this game works and whatnot. So as you can see, it is a lot sharper than it would be on the PlayStation 5. On the PlayStation 5 version, you can only do fidelity, which we all know. You can only do fidelity or performance. And which kind of sucked, because I feel that in the game, unfortunately on PS4, it was locked at 30 frames. As on the PlayStation 5 version, I believe it's locked at 60. And I think you can go to 120, but you kind of lose that frame rate a little bit. You kind of see the dip, so you kind of lose the graphic part of the game, which kind of sucks. And I feel that the PC version port of it is a lot better, because you don't lose a lot of point. You saw me put everything at max setting. You don't lose anything. You don't lose the detail. You don't lose nothing in the game. As you can see, I'm playing on a widescreen, as you can see. So it looks really, really good being on a widescreen. So that's what I thought. I thought it looked pretty good at being on a widescreen.
Thought you'd be taller.
Let's say hello to this guy real quick.
Dude!
There we go.
Never washing these hands again.
So
Can I get an autograph?
as you can see the sharpness and the detail in this game. For being on, I know it's not a 4K monitor, which most people probably like, well, I want 4K. Like I said, 4K is just overrated, and it's more expensive. And I also feel that when you do try to run at 4K, your graphic card, no matter what kind of graphic card you have, and you try to play everything on max setting, you can have a 4090 or you can have a 4080. It's gonna bog down your GPU, and it's gonna bog down. If you try to have ray tracing at the max and try to get it playing at a max setting, you're still gonna bog down. So you're gonna bottleneck. So unfortunately. So that's why I said 2K gaming, 2K monitors, or anything 2K or 1440p for anything, is for these new consoles as well, is the sweet spot. That's why you see a lot of these consoles are doing 1440p. That's 2K, which is the sweet spot. Like I said, is for gaming.
Can you say hi to my kid?
There we go. We want to give this guy a high five too. So okay. But as you can see, you know, I know it's not daytime. I kind of wanted to give it daytime a little bit, but unfortunately I'm at the part of the game where you only, you're only at night. So for right now, until I continue into the story. So I kind of been playing it on PC. I do have PlayStation. I do have Spider-Man 2. It's just that I kind of went back to Spider-Man 1 just to see how it plays on the PC and if it's worth picking up. And yes, it is very worth picking up. If you have a high-end rig, gaming PC, it's definitely gonna be. It's definitely gonna be a good picking up. So as you can see kind of shadow in the.
1034. Patrol unit Units
in
are
the
engaged with
reflection of
mass
the mirror.
Any officers
As you
inside
can
building,
see,
please copy.
you can kind of see the detail of how Spider-Man is a lot sharper. Everything is like I said, it's maxed out, cranked up, so you're gonna see the highest quality of this game versus the PS5, which
Now, how
I like
often
the
do I say
PS5
Spider-Man should
version.
let the police handle crime?
It's still
At least
good,
6
the
times a
remaster.
day,
This
and
is
that's what
also the
I feel.
remaster on
And for once,
PC.
that is exactly
I just
what
wanted to
happened.
kind of get
When
my
Officer
thought
Jefferson
on how
Davis
the PC
stopped a
version
truck full
plays.
of armed criminals from mowing
As you can
down
see, you can see a
innocent
lot of good
Spider-Man.
detail.
What about
The
Spider-Man?
PC version as
Where
well,
was
if
the
you have a
city
PlayStation
self-styled
5
champion?
controller, which is what I'm
Oh,
using
he's
here,
the one who started this
you
chase. Right out of an 80s
can
action.
get haptic
But it
feedback
took a
as
real
well.
hero
So
to
like the
finish it.
PS4,
Thank God Officer
PS5 as
Davis
well,
was
you can
on
get the
scene.
haptic
And then
feedback
he saved
as
all those
well.
lives in spite
So when you press the
Spider-Man.
tension on the controller, you get
Jefferson
that
Davis,
tension.
you have
So
earned
it
the
is
coveted
there.
J. Jonah
Uh,
Jameson nod of respect.
so we're gonna run up the building here. Okay, so we're gonna kind of see how he looks. Get a closer shot of how he looks. But as you can see in his eyes and everything, you can see the little net part of his eyes, like the little detail in his eyes, which I thought was pretty cool. It's a lot sharper than it is on the PlayStation 5 in more detail. And you can actually see all the wrinkles and the detail in the suit. You can see it more on the PC version than you can on the PS5 version. So I kind of want to go into menu, okay. But as you see, I kind of got everything unlocked on the map and stuff like that. So as you can see, I'm still kind of working on it a little bit. You can zoom out. You can still pick certain parts of the game. You know what I mean, like you can in the other one, number 2. Let me see. We can go to suit. I haven't gotten everything unlocked in this version yet, so I'm still working on it. I did beat it on the PS4, and I haven't beaten it on the PS5 yet. So I'm kind of working on all the different modes and stuff like that. So I kind of want to give, like I said, this one I think is the better version. If you want to play Spider-Man Remastered, and if you can afford it, I would say get the PC version. The PC version by far is the way better version because you're gonna get detail. You're not sacrificing anything. You're not sacrificing detail. You're not sacrificing ray tracing. On PS4, PS5, it does ray tracing, but it kind of lacks. Where at the PC version, you get every deal of ray tracing, everything. There's no compromising. You can crank it up. You saw me crank it up to the max on ray tracing, and you can see it running really, really good. So, like, there's his suit. Like, you can see the detail on his suit than you would on the PlayStation 5 version. That's the only thing that's different, is that you can see a lot more detail. There's the Tom Holland suit from Spider-Man. There's his negative suit. And there's the electrically insulated suit. Yeah, that's what it is. So, like if you fight Shocker or something like that. So, let's see. So, like I said, you get a lot of suits in here. I just haven't, like I said, I haven't locked on most of them. On the PS4 version, I unlocked every suit. So, this is kind of a replay of getting everything in. Yeah, you got the Tobey Maguire suit. You got the Amazing Spider-Man suit unlocked here. You got the Tom Holland suit from the Salt suit. And you got the Tom Holland suit here as well. And you got the Future Foundation suit. And you got the Bagman suit from the comic book. Gadgets, you see the gadgets and stuff like that. Let me see here. We want to max that out. We want to get webbing up as quick as possible, because when you take out the bad guys will get stronger. So There we go. There we go. And we got one more. Okay, skills. You only got one skill, so we're gonna do that one. Okay. Chinatown. Suits. As you can see, I haven't really unlocked most of it yet. I've just been pretty much running around just farming in the game. Collecting items and stuff like that, pretty much. I really haven't really been doing upgrades per se because I kind of wanted to just go through the game and just try to get stuff unlocked and stuff. So I'm in the part of the game where I just kind of want to. Okay, so you can only have one equip at a time. Okay. Okay. You got your skills, you got your mission. We all know how this is. We all play Spider-Man 1. For those who hasn't played it on the Xbox, unfortunately I only have Xboxes. This is, and if you have a PC, you can play Spider-Man, just to let you know, if you choose not to get a PlayStation 5. So, but I would suggest having all consoles or all systems. The reason why I do not have an Xbox Series X or S right now is because, for the simple fact that oh, give me a second. Oh, sorry, checking my phone. The thing is that the reason why I don't have a Series X or X is because pretty much anything that comes out on Xbox comes out on PC. So if you have an Xbox and you have a PC, they're pretty much the same thing, to be honest with you, in my case. So if I want to pick, like say for instance, if I want a game on Series X or S, pretty much I have a PC that I pretty much have a PC that plays Xbox games. So, but it'll just be on PC. So I think my PC will ultimately a lot better than the Xbox Series X. So, per se. But as you can see the detail in the suit. You know what I mean? Like I said, let's get back to that. The suit, like I said, let's pick a different suit so we can see the detail here. So you kind of see the detail in his suit. I know it's dark, but you can kind of see the little like fuzz, like the way it kind of looks like fuzzy a little bit, like velvet. That's it, velvet. So you kind of see the velvet in his suit a little bit. So, and the texture and stuff like that, which is actually pretty cool. I like how they took the detail into the Spider-Man game and make it look really good and awesome. So I have no complaints on that. So let's go back to his original suit. And then this is my favorite, which is the Scarlet Spider suit, which I like this suit more than all the suits. Like I said, it's in the comic book, Ben Reilly. So this suit is my favorite, and I like how the eyes are a lot bigger on this suit, and I like how they took really good detail into it. So in this game, and how his belt looks and everything, and his gauntlets and everything, his web shooter looks really nice. So I like the Ben Reilly suit. Is my favorite. So let's go after that. Let's go to suit. I want to pick the original suit, as I said. So here we go.
Nothing like an RPG to wake you up.
But we're gonna go ahead and continue into the story.
Come on.
Empire Sanitation, this is Eddie.
Yeah, hi. I'm trying to track down some items that were accidentally picked up from a
Um,
dumpster outside my
Dumpster number?
No matter how many times I play
hang on.
Spider-Man, I kind of want to address the issue that a lot of us fans are a little bit disappointed
Truck's already left its shift.
is how
Your
they
stuff's not there, you're
made
out of luck.
the
Wait,
face of
please,
Peter
this
Parker.
is
I can
important. Can you at
still,
least
I
tell
can
me
no
where the truck
longer
is?
still, it's
Let me check.
still taking me time to get used to the
Looks like
face
it should be at the municipal
of the
garage
new,
about
of his new
Ring
face, of how they use,
Thanks, Eddie.
for the remaster.
Municipal garage.
I
Ballerina
still think the face from the PS4 version is a lot better than the face they're using now and in number 2. So I still think that's the better version of his face. So I think he's more older, more mature, but I still think here they kind of made him look too young. So I still think he's a little bit young. So that's just my thing. So but if you do play this on PC, I would say use an Xbox controller is best. I mean, not an Xbox controller, a PlayStation 5 controller. Only for the simple fact you're going to get the full experience of the haptic feedback on the
I
controller.
have years of research on that drive.
On the PlayStation 5.
Everything I've
You have
worked
to
on
have it
since high
plugged
school.
in, or you can have it what is it? Wireless. Unless you have a wireless adapter on your PC, you can play the PS5 controller. Every time I press the trigger button, it still has a little tension to it. So when I'm playing it, so it still does it as it does on the PC. I mean on the PlayStation.
Of course it's locked. Can't have people stealing garbage.
So we're gonna
Maybe
see
there's another
here.
way in.
Okay, so we got it. I'm trying to remember how I got in here the last time. Oh yes, it is.
It's not really breaking and entering if I don't break anything, right? Okay, no need to panic. Maybe they haven't dumped the trash yet. Nada. Okay, time to panic.
Empire Sanitation, this is Eddie.
Sorry, is there any chance the truck wasn't at the garage?
Sure, I
But
guess.
I
Just means
really
it's
love the
somewhere
lighting
West
effect of
Chinatown.
how
Great.
the suit
I'm headed
is.
there
Every
now.
time the light, like you can see certain section, you see the muscle in his suit and his ab. You can see like the detail. It looks really, really nice. The PlayStation Spider-Man 2, which hopefully later on they're gonna release Spider-Man 2 for the PC. Unfortunately, it's gonna probably be a year or two before we even see the port over to PC. But in the meantime, I am playing it on the PlayStation 5 at the time of this video. But I kind of wanted to go back to number 1 and really give a detail of how this game is. It looks really, really good on PC. Like I said, you can see the max detail of how everything looks. Like I said, I cranked everything up to the max.
It's a long shot.
So,
But sometimes the guys
and you
stop
kind of
for
see
pizza
no
before they
dip.
drop off.
You kind of see
Really?
it where it's
I'll check out the pizza
144
shops.
frames
Any idea
per
which
second.
one?
You know what I
One
mean?
of the mom and pop
So
joints
it's
is
not
there.
your normal
Jerry's?
60 frames that you're looking
No,
at.
that's uptown.
So which
I
is
mean,
kind
original
of cool.
Jerry's.
You know,
Oh,
I've seen a lot
right.
of IGN videos out there.
Started
They
with
really
an L,
only did
I
the
think.
version
Larry's?
of the game
That's on
where
the east side.
you know they first
Leo's.
review it instead of doing another video
Leo's,
down the
yeah.
line showing
That might
how
be
this
it.
game really
Man, I
plays
love
at max
Leo's.
setting.
Wait,
Of course,
I think
you know
I see
on
the truck.
PC you have
Thanks, Eddie.
to
No worries. Hope you find your stuff.
have the newest
be some
hardware.
trucks close
Same
by.
as any console, you have to have the newest hardware. But PC per se, you know, you can have the better hardware. So is my
stuff's not
PC
here.
a lot more powerful
There
than the
has to be another
PlayStation 5
truck
and
around here.
Xbox? Yeah, it's a lot more powerful. Uh, I am, like I said, I am foremost, as most of my audience, some of my audience may know, I am foremost a PC gamer. But do I own the other like consoles and stuff like that besides Series S and X? Like I stated before, do I own the other consoles? Yes. Do I own? I technically do own a Series X in a way because the PC can play the same games as the Xbox and Series X. So there's no need for me to go out getting an Xbox if the games are coming out on PC. Like I said before, if it comes out on PC, it's gonna come out on Xbox. It's gonna come out on PC. So Starfield's out on PC. If I want to purchase that, I can play it on PC. So so like I said, I think my PC is a lot better personally. Most people may disagree, but I think, you know, PCs are a lot better and a lot stronger. So, so you can easily use a PlayStation controller, or you can use an Xbox controller right here, which is what sometimes I use depending on the game. Depending on the game, I will use an Xbox controller. Depending on the game, if it's PlayStation, I will use the PlayStation 5 controller. So I am not nor say either, oh, I'm this controller or I'm that controller or this controller is better. No, some controllers are better for certain games. So unfortunately, I want the full experience of Spider-Man with this PlayStation 5 controller. Okay, so we're gonna search this area. Let's see here. What are we looking for? Search the trash truck. Okay. There's another one.
Alright, that's enough of cheap knockoff Spider-Man impersonator.
Well, I think we just found our first glitch. Unfortunately, that's not what I was expecting. That didn't help this video, but yeah. That's kind of like my, yeah, that's not something I wanted to see. And you can walk around it, so... Yeah, I'm not saying this game is perfect, but yeah, it's the first glitch I've seen.
No sign of my stuff.
A floating piece of box.
Interesting smell. Eddie, you're my only hope.
Not there either, huh?
You sure they were around here?
Well, the guy
In the PC version, you get all of the DLC that came before it on the remastered version on the PS5 and the PC. You get all the DLC with it. Versus on the PS4, you had to pay for all the DLC separately. Did I ever purchase the DLC for the PS4? No, I did not. I was not gonna pay that. Sorry. That if I'm gonna pay for something, sometimes the DLC is worth it. I will pay for DLC, yes, but sometimes I feel like if they're gonna like they did a remaster and they showed this game how, you know, and they did it in the remaster, and
There's the incinerator.
I got all, as you see, I got all the DLC along with the game. So for me to
Looks like trouble.
say, hey, oh, okay, that was it. Okay,
You okay?
I did not, like I said, I did not buy the DLC on the PS4 version because
There's probably more of them on the way.
I didn't know
I'll keep
later
an eye
on that they were gonna do a
Hey,
remaster of
mind
the
if I look
game,
around
which
for
is what
some,
they did, and they added all the
personal
DLC.
items?
And I'm kind of glad I did never bought the DLC for the PS4 version.
I think there's something there. Gotta move these bags out of the way. Please be here.
So
please
when I
be
bought
here.
the game, it came with all the DLC on
Yes.
PC, and it came with the DLC on the
It still
PS5. So, like I said, eventually I'll be able to work my way through those DLC.
Phew,
But
looks like everything's here.
I'm glad I never bought it when it came out on the PS4.
Old gadget prototype.
You know, because you feel like you're
kinda
wasting
awesome.
money and
Why didn't I
stuff.
ever finish
Like
it?
that's another thing with these consoles and games and stuff
I
like
can make
that. It's
this
like you
work.
feel like you're wasting money at times because because they come out with these games again and they come up with all the DLC in one package, and it's like they want all this money, and it's like, I don't know. It's just me personally. I feel they kind of like want to rip people off. You know.
Got it.
Because you're gonna come out with the game, make sure you have all the DLC.
Uh-oh.
Ice it.
Ooh. So we're gonna borrow one. So we're gonna pick select web bomb. Okay.
What? No!
Ooh, you're gonna smack me. Okay, here we go. I do own the Miles Morales on PC, so I kind of want to do a thought on that. So I will be doing a video on that. I do own it on PC, and I do own it on the PlayStation 5 as well. But like I said, I just kind of want to get my thoughts on the PC version. But as you can see the detail. Like I said, it's like, give me 1 second.
Came to the wrong hood.
But as you can see,
well,
there's
this
no
fight isn't
dips.
quite going as
I mean,
planned.
like I said, I have a
What am
high,
I
like I
gonna
said,
see?
I have a high-end gaming
Guess I could
PC.
try
And you
MJ's.
see, there's no dip. There's, you can see all the detail. You can see it. Widescreen support. I mean, this is the better definitive edition. If I should say, to be honest with you, this is the definitive edition of Spider-Man. If you want to play Spider-Man, ultimately, Spider-Man 1, like I said, this is the definitive edition. This is the best way to play it.
All right, how am I gonna talk?
Because
my
most
way
people,
onto
they were
MJ's
doing their
couch?
videos, when they were doing their videos and stuff like that, they did it like a 13, they did like a
hi,
3080
MJ, it's Peter.
or
Any chance I can stay over?
3090 or whatever. I kind of want to show it on the newer graphics card, how this game is, ray tracing all
just a
around,
neighborhood and-
high end, detailed, everything. Unfortunately, I couldn't show it on the daytime,
Hey, MJ.
but
Now
maybe,
we're talking
maybe,
again. I thought
maybe if I go a little
okay.
further, we can probably get some daytime in here, and then we can show the
Why am I
detail of
making
how it
this
is.
such a big deal?
But is this game worth it? Regardless,
We're
yes,
just friends,
this game is
right?
still worth
Friends crash on
playing
each other's
in
couches all the time.
2023.
It's
Definitely.
not weird or anything.
It's
just a couch.
if you haven't played
MJ's
the
Just got a web alert.
Spider-Man game, give it a shot.
Looks like MJ's story.
It
got
is.
published.
It is worth it. It is
I think I'll
worth
find
every
somewhere else to
detail. I mean, it is.
She's probably busy with work.
Trust me, you're not gonna be disappointed. It's not a hit or miss. It's not a
I wish
miss.
Harry
It's
was
a
in
definitely
town.
a
I could
hit.
crash with him.
I would definitely pick it up. You're not gonna be disappointed. You get all 3 DLC. Unfortunately,
Someone
I
left me
still
a
think it's
voicemail.
like 50,
Numbers
$60. They
Hey
still
there,
want
Spider.
$60 on
Long
PC.
time no see.
So
Miss me.
uh,
Come to
that's
this
unfortunate.
address.
But
Catch me if
I
you
mean, when I
can.
bought it, I mean, it's been on sale. It's been
I
on
know that
sale
voice.
on Steam for a few times and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's not on sale now. It's just that I've seen it a few times on sale for like $30. So now since the holiday is coming up, you know, Steam always do their holiday sales and stuff. So you're probably going to see it on sale for your Christmas list and stuff like that for Christmas. So I would say definitely, you know,
Hello, Spider. Been thinking about you a lot lately. We were good together, weren't we? Maybe it's time to reignite the flame.
I like how the eyes, like, you
cat.
can really see. I
Don't
mean,
tell me she's
the lighting
scouting out places to
effect,
rob. She
you
promised
can
she
see
would
where
give
the
up
light,
that life.
and it's just really, really sharp. So, versus the PS5 version.
What was she looking at? Anything look out of place?
There's a way to
She
zoom
wants me
in.
to
I can't
find
remember
something.
how.
I need to look harder. There. One of her
There we
cats.
go.
She
Unfortunately,
patched those
you
with range
can
extenders, then
tell
harvests
that this
nearby
is a
RFID signals.
PlayStation 5
I'll let Yuri know to pick
port
it up.
of the game, which you can see
She's
some
too smart to be
areas
putting
where
herself
it
at risk
still
like
has
this.
that. It still
She must be
retains
desperate for some
that
reason. Better
PS5
keep an eye out.
game. The way it kind of looks, instead of them taking the extra step to make more, refine the map, refine everything a little bit more, you can kind of see where it still retains, like I said, retains that PS5. You can kind of see where the borders are, like where my camera is, and you can see the border where instead of them taking the time to make the map ultra wide as well, to give it more, to take the extra time to make the map more widescreen, I think they should have did that too. Did that as well. You can kind of see where it still, like I said, it still retains that PlayStation 5 feel to the game, unfortunately. But they did, like I said, ultra wide support, really, really good.
Hey Yuri, you still have Black Cat's suit and equipment in the evidence lockup, right?
I think so.
Like here's a real good
Back at
detail.
it?
Okay, now we're gonna
Maybe.
see how it
Just
looks.
double check and let me know if her gear is still there.
Will do.
Too much lighting, yeah, too much. But you can kind of see where his eyes are. Like,
Hey May,
look
you're cool,
really,
what's
really
up?
good.
I thought we were going to
mean,
meet up for dinner tonight.
Just amazing what
right.
what
I'm
Insomniac
sorry,
did to this
I
game,
forgot. It's
and
been a hard
Nexus
day.
for them porting it
We lost
over
funding at the lab.
to the PC.
Oh,
I think
Peter,
Nexus
I'm
took a
sorry.
little bit more
I also
time
kinda
and
got
detail
evicted from
into
my
making the
apartment.
game a little bit
What?
more better, but
Do you
we
have a
can't have
plan to
everything we
tonight?
want. So
Actually,
if
no,
if any per
not
se,
really.
anything per se, I
I
could
hate to
say
ask,
that
but
if
any
you
chance
really
you have
want
room
my
at the
honest
shelter?
opinion, it's just
Of
nitpicking.
course.
So I'm pretty much
Feel
just
free to use the couch
nitpicking,
in my
to be
office.
honest with you.
Thanks, May.
I mean, they did. It's awesome that they brought it over to PC. It just, I just kind of felt they could have refined it a little bit more of the game and stuff like that. But other than that, it's really, really good. If they wanted to update this game a little bit more, they could. I mean, unfortunately, the remaster is only a downloadable game. It's not a disc copy of the game. So,
Let me tell you why this itsy bitsy
for them
green spider
to,
was climbing this particular water spout.
like I said, it's not a it's not a disc copy of the game. The only thing that's a disc copy of the game, of the first game, is on the PS4. So if you want to get it on PS4, unfortunately, that's the better version
Believe I
of
haven't slept since the
Spider-Man's
Fisk
face,
takedown.
which I
Gotta start taking better care of myself.
I felt they didn't need to redo his face, I guess. I still can't get over it. He still looked too young to me, personally. But after playing the PS4 version of it, I was kind of disappointed. My thing is, I'd rather have the PS4 version face than this one. But it's a choice that they made, unfortunately. It's not something I'm, like, very happy to see, but whatever. So let's see. Oh, yeah, we're supposed to go upstairs. Ooh, my fault. But you can kind of see the detail in the hair and everything. You can see the detail, every single thing, just max setting. I'm like, wow, it looks really, really good just for being what it is. So, and you kind of see no dips or nothing. You don't see the frame rate drop. You really don't see it at all. You can use DLSS in this game. I am using DLSS, unfortunately. I don't have
Couch is
to.
comfortable.
I can run it off my GPU, but I don't want my GPU overworking. It's not going to overheat. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that you're going to have your GPU doing more work. and I don't want my GPU doing a lot more work than it needs to. So.
Miss you. So I was into horses. Wasn't everybody at some point?
Okay, come on. There we go.
Man, was I ever a dork.
Ah, little Peter.
Well, we all have an awkward phase. I can't take this.
You can and you will.
I'll pay you back. Soon.
Just ask for help next time. Oh, you are so much like Ben. You have to learn to swallow that Parker pride and accept
I do like the
you're human,
detail of
like
how
rest
the
of
new
us.
face is.
Martin,
Sorry to interrupt.
I do like how it is
Just wanted to let you
detailed.
know I'm
It
headed
just
out of
it looks
town.
too much
You're in
like
charge while I'm gone.
a young version of Tom
well, you
Holland.
can count on me.
I should
How
say.
long will you be away?
And somebody did mention when I looked online,
Is
one guy
everything
mentioned
okay?
that
It's
the
some
old face looked
Personal
more like
business
Andrew
I've been planning
Garfield,
for a while.
which I don't know if you
But
kind of believe that
Please take care of
on the PS4
represents
version. So if you
best part of
think
me.
that, like, like and subscribe to this video. Like I said,
Guess I better get
put a
busy.
comment down below stating if you agree with that, if he looks more like Tom Holland,
Mr. Lee's
the new
okay.
face, or do you prefer the old face, which is like Andrew Garfield, per se. So put a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on that, on that face part. But for me, like I said, I still prefer the
Hello?
old
Did
face.
you see my story?
I did.
Then now since
Robbie
it's
must be
daytime, I want to
right
kind
now.
of give really
Yeah,
good
it kinda
detail.
went viral.
So
And get this, Mayor
at
Osborne
nighttime,
just
you really
announced he's
can't
going to give Officer
tell
Davis an award this afternoon.
every detail, what it looks like,
Wait,
how the game
isn't
is, and
Osborne's
stuff.
campaign
So,
rally this
and
afternoon?
you can't see a lot of
Oh,
people
I see what he's doing.
running
Yeah, we
around.
all do. But still a pretty cool moment for Officer
Wait till
Davis
it gets
and
off
his
the phone.
family. I'll be there covering it. Wanna join me?
Yeah, of course. See you then.
There we go. Okay. Okay. One thing I will say, if you want to play this game on max settings and you want to
forward.
max out everything, max out, complete maxed out, you're looking at a pretty penny, to be honest with you. You're really looking at a pretty penny gaming PC. Pretty beefy. Looking about with today's market and the way gaming is, I would say you're looking at pretty much close to $2,000. The reason why I say $2,000 is because the graphic card are the most expensive thing on the PC side of things. The CPU are very expensive as well. So
Another message from Doc.
Peter,
I have an
I don't want to jinx this, but
Intel
the lead I'm following might not only get the
CPU,
project back on its feet,
and
but
I think
also
Intel
expand
is
it
a
in
little bit
ways
better
we
than
never could
AMD.
have imagined.
I have
Everything
AMD
happens for a
before.
reason. Even
It's just
Norman
that
pulling our plug.
they constantly
Man, I
keep
hope
coming
this works
out with
out.
different
Doc's work is too important
CPUs
to go
all the
unfinished.
time. I just don't like AMD too much. Sorry. I mean, for those who are AMD, I'm sorry. I've had them before. I had them for years, and they're just not for me.
Hey, Jeff.
Uh,
Congrats on the ceremony today.
I'll be glad when it's over.
the
A truck
Intel
bomb
side
kid
and
scares me less than
NVIDIA,
public speaking.
I do appreciate them a little bit more.
What's
So
up?
I do like
Just
what
got a
they
tip in the
do,
demon
and
room
I
on
like their
construction site in Midtown. Wife would
gaming
kill me, but
side
there's
of things and
ceremony
stuff like
protocol
that.
cops
So.
and robbers, but
Okay, so
thought maybe my friendly neighborhood
remember we
wanna
wanted to
know.
see the detail. Now since it's daytime,
I'll
let's
do a
go ahead and
swing by
save
let you-
this because I want to save it. I don't want to go back to that night scene again.
Know what
Okay.
I find?
As you can
And
see,
hey,
it saved pretty
here's a tip on
quickly.
public speaking.
Instead of
Just
like the
picture
PS5
everyone
where it
in
kind of
their
goes
underwear. Wait, not Osborne.
just a little bit,
You
but
know
it
what?
takes a little bit to
Never mind.
save. This one actually saves pretty quickly. So I kind of want to show now since we're on the daytime. I kind of want to show you the ray tracing in the windows and the reflection. So.
Oh boy, rockets! They got rockets.
Oh, I did not expect that. Kind of ruling my little fun here.
Is it rude to leave your own ambush early?
So I kind of want to give it busy, how it looks. And you see how busy it is with the cars and stuff like that. You see with the people and stuff like that. Everybody's standing around. It's really, really good. How about? Okay, I'm getting out. I'm getting out of here. Let me go to a different area. I am so sorry about that.
Fucking superhero bozos blocking sidewalks. Tourists.
Regards from Kingpin.
Get back here! You should have stayed in bed. Mr. Fisk sends his regards.
I'm sorry that I'm trying to do this video and it doesn't help that the game did that, you know. But as you can see the reflection on the cars and everything. Like you can see the top of the hood where it looks really good. You can see the detail. That's the ray tracing and everything, the ray tracing effect. It looks really good. It looks like the mirror effect on it. You can actually kind of see the dirt on the car a little bit, the way it looks. Here, okay, now this is where I wanted to go to. Yeah, here we are. Now, ray tracing, you can see this is maxed out. This is all maxed out. Like I said, maxed out setting. And you can see the reflection in the car on the window. You can see every detail. And this is maxed out settings on the PC. Versus the PS5. So every little single detail, you can actually see Spider-Man detail on his suit and everything, walking through it. I mean, this is really good, you know. And this is, like I said, this is all maxed out setting. And this is why I say this would be the definitive edition if you wanted to play Spider-Man versus the PS5 version. This is the definitive edition to play it.
Wave to my grandma.
Spider-Man, shoot away.
But as you can see, you stepped out on the light. Looks really more detailed. Looks really, really awesome. You can see where his man. Let's go onto the roof. Okay, we're gonna kind of stand near a wall here, like we did before. But you can see the reflection on his eyes. Like, now you can see the reflection on his eyes, like in his mask. Like how the sun, you can see the wall on his, in his eyes. You can see that. You see the reflection, like the wall. Like you can see standing near the wall, so you kind of see the reflection in his eyes on the mask, which is pretty cool. You see the lighting effect. I mean, you see every little detail. And if I can imagine, if they can do this to Spider-Man 1, I can imagine what they can do with Miles Morales. When I get ready to play that, I can imagine what that's going to look like. And that's probably going to be the definitive edition, probably to play Miles Morales. But we know when Miles Morales came out, they did improve on a lot of things that they did with this version of the game. They did improve. So, and then when Spider-Man 2 comes out on PC, I can imagine what that's going to look like and how that's going to play. So I'm not. I'm gonna be really, really happy when I
It's
get
all
ready
over
to
the
see
news.
that.
Another battle
So
between Spider-Man and these
I'm gonna cut this
unmasked
video.
gunmen threatening the lives
I
of
just want to
civilians.
kind of give my
I understand
thoughts,
our next
everything
caller
on
lives.
map setting,
You're on.
how this
Quick change
game
on a
is, the
glimpse.
detail. You kind of see the city and everything. It looks really, really nice. You know, you kind of see the plane back there in the back and
Oh, you
everything.
said
You
you're
kind
an
of see the
expert on it.
helicopter. You can
Well,
see
let me tell
all
you
the
what I've
detail. You
learned
see
from
the
sources
bird.
I
You see
developed in my
every
award-winning
little
journalism career.
thing.
That shipyard was a
So,
front for Wilson Fisk. He's
is
been
this
using
game
it
worth
to
it in
smuggle guns,
2023?
grenades,
Yeah.
military
10 out of
grade
10.
ordnance.
Pick it up if you can. If you can get it on PC, will be the better version to
True
play this
bomb
game.
strikes.
Like I
Wait,
said,
here's
hands
a
down,
50-megaton
you won't be
payload of
disappointed. You
fact.
get all the
While
DLC in it,
Spider-Man
as I
tried
was
to
saying
grab the
earlier.
glory for
You can
himself,
see
he
the
chased
Avengers
Barbara.
statue back
Another
there.
vehicle
Not the
got away
statue,
with an
the
arsenal
tower.
of
You can see
deadly,
the Avenger
illegal
tower
weapons.
back there.
Fisk
That's how
told us
detailed this
all
game is
never
on
let them be
PC.
used in this city
You know, it's just
Demons?
amazing me
Either they're
how
some
this
kind of
game
fanatical
looks.
cult, or they
So
just
that's
don't
my
care.
thought.
Anybody
That's my
feel like
take.
they're in
I know this
danger
video kind of
now?
ran on a little bit longer than it needed. But I just kind of want to give a thought, story wise and stuff like that. We already seen the story, but 10 out of 10, my book. So if you can avoid picking it up on PlayStation 5 and you can pick it up on PC, I say pick it up on PC. It'd be the better ultimate version to play it. You get a higher frame rate instead of playing at 60 frames per second and losing a lot of fidelity. You losing a lot of graphical power and stuff like that. Only fidelity and performance. If you want top-notch settings and everything, play it on PC. You're not gonna lose a lot. I'm not trying to bash on the PlayStation 5 version. I'm not. I'm not talking about it by any means. I'm just stating that this game looks really, really good for being on PC. And if you have the rig, and for those who are on PC and have a high-powered PC, I say pick it up. Definitely. You know, if you have the money to spend and you want a high-end PC, this is the game to pick up. Definitely. 10 out of 10. So, I know we saw that popping on that helicopter, and the way that helicopter is looking is just funky, but whatever. So, like I said, 10 out of 10. Pick this game up. It's still worth it. Even regardless Spider-Man 2 is out, just pick it up. It's really good. And besides, if you do pick up Spider-Man 2, but I would play the first game and then Miles Morales, and then play Spider-Man 2, because then you have the story going from 1, 2, and 3. So you don't want to get from Spider-Man 1, because Spider-Man 2 looks better. No, don't do that, because you're going to ruin the story for yourself, and you're not going to be able to know what's going on. So I'm just being honest. So that's my thought, my take. I'm going to cut this video. You guys stay awesome out there. Like and subscribe. If you like and subscribe to this video, help me out. It would help me out big time. If you comment, like I said, comment on his face and everything. I would like to see you guys comment down below how his face is. If you prefer the PS4 version like myself, or do you prefer the new face of the remastered version. So like I said, you guys stay awesome out there. Stay safe out there. See you guys on my next video. And stay awesome.